remember the lady that had 30 plus medications.
Mm-hmm.
What got her to believe that you were going to take her through this journey that was going to be very extensive and exhausting? Like, what did you do to have her say, okay, I'm ready to do whatever you tell me to do? Because that was months of calls.
Yeah.
What did you do, if you could remember, to get her to be like, all right, I'm ready to do whatever you tell me to do?
Well, one of the things, there was, as you might guess, since there were multiple calls, there were multiple things. However, one of the things was already going through the script and explaining. I mean, I knew some of the health issues earlier on in the call and understood that she may not be able to stay on for an hour and a half or 2 hours.
How did you know that?
Because of her health issues that we were talking about.
Yeah.
So I was pretty sure that we wouldn't get through our whole presentation in one call. And then I told her that was fine. We'll do this in pieces and make sure that it works for you. So you tell me when it's time and you need to get off, and we'll make another appointment for another time and so on. She was caring for her mother's appointments and things too. So she was very organized. So I told her it was fine to make appointments. I wasn't in a hurry. I wanted to make sure she understood her Medicare and the choices she had so she could, we could help her make an educated decision. And I know she appreciated that since she was very
meticulous.
Meticulous with her records and things. So I think it was the fact that I had told her I would explain about Medicare. I would go through the pieces and parts. And if it took us several calls because her health needed that's what we were going to do. And so I think it was being able to spend time and tell her I was investing the time with her so she could make a good decision in the end. Yeah. And then, there was several of those calls where we got all the medications and changes to the medications and things. And, told her, whereas able to research and tell her our suggestion. That was like a little piece of the puzzle. And I think having that resource for her where we had our resource, Nick, that would be able to help with what are programs with some of the companies where the drug company might help her with some of the costs and things too. I think that was something that also, so she saw that we were reaching out, that we were investing time, making sure she was all the way taken care of. And I think that was huge.
So, it was amazing. I've never seen so much diligence put into a call because usually people just don't have the patience or they just don't have the time. Yeah. But you were able to diagnose and say, oh my goodness, this lady needs multiple calls. And you guys put together this amazing plan that went above and beyond what the plan's details actually were giving to her. Right. You had they just, like you said, it was a puzzle piece. It was major puzzle pieces.
It was.
So I'm just curious, did you ever talk to her? And this is the last thing I'll ask about that, but did you ever talk to her, just kind of dig into her mind and say, have you ever had anybody else do this for you?
No, I know. She told me.
What did she say?
She was very, very happy. When we were doing our second call, she was already very grateful that I was able to take the time and be patient and take it in steps.
Yeah.
And so I think, and I say some things, especially when I know the people have this kind of level of need or whatever. And I just say some things like, we'll go hand in hand, we'll go step by step and make sure that we reach the end point of where you need to be.
Because I honestly think, and we've all had calls like this, where I think that was a life-saving call. I think you saved her life.
Yeah.